Alrighty, guys, welcome to playoff preview number two. Hope you guys caught the first one between the 4 and the 5 seed, Apes Together Strong and Ebros. We're now going to be talking about the other quarterfinals matchup, our number 3 seeded Nekoma, or Nekoma, I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't know what that is.
We've been
Uh,
saying Nakoma.
Nekoma, okay, cool, me too. And then the number 6 seed, Bronze X Penguins. Um, so it's the third seed versus the sixth seed matchup, and this is going to be taking place on Sunday, so the day before the other quarterfinals match. So we're going to have those back to back. So if it gets casted live, I'm going to be super hyped to watch that. If not, then make sure you check the replays and the seal cast after the fact because I am predicting a very close match. So I'm joined by PsychoPez, support from Bronze X Penguins. PsychoPez, how are you doing today?
Tired but good. What can I say? It's the 250th day of March, so doing what I can.
Yeah. Nice. I like it. All right, so you guys are jumping into this seed jumping into this game as the number 6 seed, but it's a lot closer, I think, than if you just look at the seeds. You guys went 1-1 during the regular season. Um, Teams are very evenly matched. Everyone knows they cannot count out when it comes to a macro game or a best of series Bronze X Penguins. What are your first impressions going into this series and your opponent?
Uh, I actually was just looking at looking back at some our week 5 match and kind of try to remember what we fought, and it's going to be a slugfest. I think just given how we played then, and if the meta stays kind of where it is, it's going to be. I expect the total kill count will be surpass the minutes throughout most of the game.
Nice.
But yeah, we're just going to have to it's going to be a slugfest, and we're just going to have to come out on top at the end. 2 out, 3 times, or 3 out. It's best of 3, right? Yeah,
Best of three, yeah, for
yeah.
quarterfinals matchup.
So what if
Yeah.
we do that twice?
How did you guys feel about your series with them in week five? You guys won one. What were your kind of some short thoughts after that series? How did it go?
Uh, their unique bot lane uh threw us for a loop, and one game we handled it, and one game we didn't.
Nice.
So it was not seeing that standard marksman support setup. Kind of, we had a plan, and when it worked, and when it didn't, it didn't.
Yeah. So essentially,
So
yeah, what I've seen from them is they'll Oikawa, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, is their mid laner. He used to play ADC in the league, and so both games he went on an AD champion mid, and then
mhm.
both games Deathblind played the brand, I believe.
Yep.
So they kind of kept their composition with an even distribution of damage types, but still swapped the lanes to kind of throw you for a loop there. What How were you able to handle that one game and the other not? Is it the way they played through each one of those lanes, or what was? Did you lose the first game because you were caught off guard and then were able to bounce back knowing what to expect?
I thought we won the first game. Maybe I have my records mixed up, but
Oh no, you probably don't. I was just asking.
okay, yeah. We won the first game, and I think I pulled out a support that I hadn't pulled out in a while. We kind of sucker punched. I put out Zyra, so it was a kind of like, oh, you want to be this range battle with all this AP stuff? Fine, bring it. And the second game, I got my favorite Alistar, and that we probably should have stuck with our comp.
Mm. So
But
Alistar didn't do
yeah,
too hot into the brand.
uh, if I remember correctly, it wasn't. It was the brand was okay, but it was more like they changed their team comp the second game around, and they adjusted better than we did for the second game.
Okay.
So
Have you noticed any other types of versatility with that team? Things that will throw you for a loop? I mean, obviously with kind of a non-traditional roster who likes to play non-traditional stuff, they could pull crazy things out at any point. But have you guys only seen them do like the AD mid AP bot? Is that the main thing
Uh,
that's kind of
so their top laner has played support in the past, and he switched to top this season. So there's been some shenanigans between champions that can go top but also can support that we've noticed. So
Hmm,
we were prepared for that. We didn't see it in our games, but we're still kind of preparing for that.
nice. I like it. What do you think is, who do you think, or what type of play style, what type of strength do you think they have on their team that is going to cause you guys the most difficulty in this series?
I think their jungler is just he's sort of the main reason of our for our loss in our series previously. So we've been keeping an eye on him, and I don't want to give too much away, but he's going to be one to keep an eye on either way.
Gotcha. And then what would you say is a strength for your team that Nakoma will not be able to handle in this series?
So Bronze X Penguins is the combination of Bronze 5 Age, 3 players from Bronze 5 Age, and 2 players from Kamikaze
Kamikaze?
Penguins.
Yeah.
And we've been kind of Bronze 5 Ages, which was I was on. We've Our strength has always been like we've been playing together forever, and we just like our individual skill was never that good, but we know each other, and we were just able to play as a gestalt.
Hmm.
We've had like we're in sixth seed this season, and part of that is because we had two different groups of people who had played well with other people, but like we had not played as a group
Sure.
until the season. So a lot of our losses has been trying to figure out what people's uh, boundaries are, not boundaries, their limits, how far they can go, what they can do, what they can't do, and we're getting it now. So that fear that everyone had about Bronze 5 Age in the past, and I would assume Kamikaze Penguins, that they know their shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
Nice. I like it. Are you the main one who orchestrates or conducts the pregame strategy and or the actual draft itself?
I do a lot of the data gathering, like sucking stuff up and kind of formatting it out. Shadow 2097, he's the one who kind of really does the heavy lifting for what our plan is, what we're going to do, what we need to attack, and how we need to do that. Which is why I'm here talking to you, because I can only give away so many secrets.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. I like I like I like the way you think. Um, do you and Shadow mostly formulate a composition and then have Archangel and Mansford kind of plug and play with their champions? I've kind of seen that they have been like two of the main carry players, not necessarily just in the MVP points, but just in the types of champions they play. Um, are do you kind of fill out a structured composition and then have them just kind of plug in whatever mid laner and top laner like suits the matchup?
No, they're key to, like, they're in the middle of the conversation. Like everyone has like input to so Shadow will bring something to us, like and the day 2 or 3 days before a game, he'll kind of like, here's what we found, here's what we're thinking, how do people feel about this? There'll be a lot of back and forth. Like someone would say, so and so got a nerf in this patch that we're playing on as opposed to previous week, so we can play that, but it's not as strong as you think it is, or this other thing's coming up. We should give a few reps on that. So there's a lot of give and take, and everyone sort of puts in what they feel comfortable with individually, and then we sort of have that at one end, and at the other end we have the comp that we're going to, or the goals that we're trying to accomplish at the other end. We kind of meet in the middle from those 2 points.
Nice. Is Nakoma gonna put up a fight and take a game for you, or are you gonna 2-0 them?
Oh, it's going to be 3 games, like partly because that's more fun. But yeah, I think it's like because I think it's going to be so scrappy that it's going to get to a point where someone just wins a team fights and wins, and we just need to do that 2 times. And but yeah, it's like if we get 2-0, it's going to be a late 2-0. Like it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be clean. I think both teams are just going to be scrappy and fighting and struggle and not struggling. That sounds bad. Like just clawing their way, and just it's going to be a humdinger of a fight.
Nice. That's awesome. Who on your team usually reins you guys in?
Oh me,
You?
I'm I'm the support. Everyone wants the glory of the kills. I'm like, okay, no, calm down, reset. You got that double. Good job. Good job. Don't go in there. That's warded. Just kind of.
Yeah.
I I focus very much on the vision game, and I'm kind of pissed. This is the first season in Seal that I did not have number one vision score in my division. Like
Yeah.
that's Sieves. That I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw Amo's score was just way up there. He crushed it this season, and you were there in
hack
second. And
hacks.
yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, my this is how I've been climbing solo queue. Is just like if you don't see them, there's assume they're in the worst place possible for you, and that's always
mm,
that bush you're going to walk into. Or
yeah.
so I'm. They get the blood in their eyes. I'm like, calm down, back off. Let's reset. Or this is our objective. Let's focus on this. Kills don't mean anything. Objectives win games. So
Yeah.
the,
How is Nakoma's vision game? Have you noticed a strength in particular from them in that, or are they more mechanically gifted and that's what they play through?
I have not gone into my. I have not done my deep dive on them quite yet. I will say the fact that there's a support player playing top, as well as kind of you have two people in bot lane, which is each a half carry and a half support. Like they both do half of that.
Yeah.
So you, so I feel when I do the reviews, I'm going to find that they had a lot more warning because there's more people with that mentality.
I like that. Okay. Yeah.
That's my expectation.
Yeah, the natural instinct. Cool. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to this barn burner of a series. Thanks so much, Pez, for joining us.
No
Super,
problem.
super awesome to hear about you and your team, and really excited for this series.
Yeah, hope we put it on a good show. And I
Yep.
hope we win.
There you go. All right, that'll wrap up our second playoff preview. Again, the Nakoma, the number 3 seed against Bronze X Penguins, the number 6 seed. That series will happen on Sunday, the 18th. So if it's live, catch it there. If it's not, watch it afterwards. I have full faith in PsychoPez when he says he's going to deliver with the kill count. So with that, we'll wrap up our second playoff preview, and good luck to all four of these teams in the quarterfinals. Thank you, Pez.
Thank you.